Alright, hang on guys, welcome to the video. This is OTC and this is Elite Dangerous Odyssey. I'm exclusively, guys, a console gamer in this game. I've just transferred over my save through the console transfer process. It was extremely easy, extremely streamlined. I was actually quite surprised that Frontiers even had made it so easy compared, like how they are as a company with everything else that happens in the game and all that sort of shit. So I was very happy and very surprised with that, guys. But yeah, guys, this is the tutorial. We are looking at look at that sky. That looks amazing, right? This is the tutorial. Playing on the PC with my console save now. Come over, guys. I'm so ecstatic. Thank you, Frontier, for giving us this chance. Some of us this chance. I feel really sad for a lot of people out there that are on console only, and they were looking forward to Odyssey, and then they just got shitted over and just said, yeah, nah, it's never going to happen. Very sad for those people, guys. But for some of us, we can still continue our save, you know what I mean? So I'm really happy I can do that, guys. I've actually haven't played Elite Dangerous in a few months. I've been sitting on the fence waiting in anticipation for when this would become available for us to do like as promised, and I was very surprised, guys. It happened very quickly and easily. Like, it was just like, press a few buttons, and my transfer was saved. I was expecting it to get corrupted, or I was expecting some Frontier bullshit to happen, that just the servers went down, or something happened that just ruined it all, and then I lost my save completely or something. I was just waiting for something bad to happen, guys, but nothing bad happened. It was extremely easy to do, and I was very, very surprised with it. So anyway, guys, this is the tutorial. This is the first time I've ever jumped into this. I'm talking over this, guys. I'm not actually playing it. As I'm talking, I'm actually talking over footage I took a few hours ago, sort of thing. So that's what's happening here. But yeah, guys, what I've done is I just done the tutorial, and this video is gonna be my first impressions on the tutorial and the game as I see it from a new perspective. Jumping into it, there's a bit of a glitch there. Did you see that? That was pretty bad. What I have noticed, guys, is it's still, even this has been out for a while now, right? But it still doesn't seem optimized to me. Like, I've got a very good rig. I've upgraded my PC rig, so I've got quite a decent one to play this on, and still I'm seeing things that shouldn't be there. It's obviously the game. You know what I mean? It's obviously, yeah, I don't know. This seems to happen. This is what pisses me off a lot with a lot of stuff that we see these days, guys, is everything's done half-assed, or it's just not done properly, and you know what I mean? And it's really frustrating from a game's perspective to always just, walk through a pile of shit all the time, and things slowly get fixed over time. But by the time things get to an acceptable level, you're already over the game anyway, and I just hate the way the industry is like that, guys. Frontier is no fucking different, you know what I mean? They're money-hungry grubs with their microtransactions in this game. I'll never give them, fuck you, Frontier, for that. You know what I mean? I'm an honest guy, guys, you know what I mean? Way overpriced fucking cosmetic things to get your shipped kits and all this sort of stuff. I don't mind if you want to have it in there, if they want to have it in there, guys, but just price it accordingly. That's my biggest pet hate with the way the industry is. But this video is not about that, guys. This is just about my first impressions in Elite Dangerous Odyssey. And I must admit, guys, first impressions go, I was sort of like, what the hell? Like, I got head tracking happening while I'm walking around on foot too. What the hell? You know what I mean? Because I built my my computer rig up mainly for like Microsoft Flight Simulator and all that, so I've got head tracking and I've got my staff and all that, and but I can also play Elite Dangerous, but I'm playing, because of how I've set up everything, it's easiest for me to use a controller, an Xbox controller, as my primary input when I'm not in the ship. So any on-foot action with me is always going to be using a controller, an Xbox controller. And then when I get into the spaceship, I just transfer straight over to my other controls. And, which is what Elite Dangerous to me is all about, guys. It's all about flying. I mean, we were always in the past stuck in the ships. There was no way we could even be on foot at all. So this to me was like, what the fuck, like, this is quite new to me. And seeing this for the first time, I was actually sort of like, wow, this is in the tutorial, like, like now, pull out your laser gun and unlock the locking thing underneath this you know, this messed up how you going. So I was like, you know, yeah, doing that. And I was, you know, not knowing what I'm doing. I'm learning this as I do it. And I'm like, oh, what's happening here? Obviously, I have to go the whole way, you know, to the side. Just doing what the tutorial says I have to do. Then it opens up. There's all these things in there, and you can pick them out and, like, get the parts you want and all this sort of shit. So I can already tell, guys, from just getting up to this part in the tutorial, I'm like, wow, Elite Dangerous has changed. Like, this opens up a whole new way of playing this game, and I'm talking about future content too, guys. Like, the way, maybe that's the direction they're going, and the reason they're going this way is because they need to concentrate on this for what it can run on, like on the PCs, because it's obviously it's really hard to do, you know what I mean, guys? You've got everything needs to be rendered, everything needs to be not look weird and stupid and shit and all that, and it needs to all work without looking fucking stupid. Because now you're on foot. It's a completely different dimension than what you were before in your ship. I must admit, in the ships before, you never really knew how big you were as a person. You knew that you were a little person in a spaceship and all that, but your ship, I don't know. So, pardon me. The you know, what was going through my head, guys, when I played, I don't know. I seriously didn't realize how big the ships were. And when you see a ship from the perspective of being on foot in Elite Dangerous, you suddenly realise how big the ships actually are. Even the little ones, guys, they're fucking huge. And yeah, it sort of blew my mind a bit, guys. You'll see that a little bit further into this tutorial, because the ship comes and picks us up and all that sort of stuff as well, which is pretty sick as well. But yeah, guys, you know what I mean? Like, doing all this sort of shit and coming around here, and I'm like, oh yeah, I have to put like the power thing in there. And turn on the power generator thing, so I've already put that in there. And I go turn on the power thing, and I was like, oh yeah, that's pretty fucking sick. Like, you know, this sort of thing's obviously going to be happening in other facilities that you land on, part of missions in the game, right? There's a lot of gameplay potential, I must admit. I mean, that looks amazing, right? That looks pretty sick, pretty cool, I think. You know what I mean? To scan all the little bodies and all that. You know, it might become extremely tedious as well, guys. A lot of the stuff might become repetitive over time with doing missions and stuff like that. I'm not sure. I'm extremely new to Odyssey. Obviously, it's brand new to me, but I can already sort of taste the grinding that's coming my way that I'm going to have to do. And I'm not sure I'm looking forward to that, guys. You know what I mean? But check out this, for example, too, guys. Right? Like, this is obviously the part. This is the part where obviously they want you to shoot people for the first time. This is the tutorial, right? So this ship comes in. I'm looking at it through a window on the side of a facility, and the way the people dropped out, I was a bit sort of like, shit, you know, why couldn't the ship land and they run out? But, you know, I'll go on to a wild tangent with all this, guys. That would look more amazing and all that, but I think the reason why we can't walk around ships, guys, seriously, in Elite Dangerous, which sucks, and all that sort of stuff, is because it's so hard to do with whatever they've already pre-built in the first place. You know what I mean? I don't know anything about game development, guys, but I think that's what's happening here. It's the same with, like, this combat. The reason the combat feels so shit, like, look at it, didn't feel right, guys. These people, the AI, they're acting weird. They're not acting normal. They act sort of strange, like ducking around for no reason to get out of a line of fire, even though they actually expose themselves more into fire. There's not much effort has gone into the AI at all in the fighting at all on foot, is what I've noticed. And yeah, you know what I mean, guys? Like, you can just tell, right? I just got hit by a grenade just then, but you know, it's not shit, but it's not good too. It's sort of like just meh sort of thing. But I don't know, I sort of look at things from a bigger perspective, guys, you know what I mean? Like, everything has to look good, it has to look rendered in, and everything has to be the way it is. Like, you come down in a spaceship on a galactic scale, right, and all of a sudden this facility is, you can now hop out of your ship and then walk around on foot without it looking weird, and then it also, you get into combat with other things while all this is happening, while you're on foot in a different sort of dimensional space than what you were in your spaceship. From that perspective, you know, I can't imagine that this is actually an easy sort of thing to do and accomplish, guys. So I can give Frontier you know, yeah, they're obviously trying their best, I guess. I don't know. Maybe they're not, guys. I don't know. But I must admit the first person, you know, shooting it wasn't very good from a first impression, guys. But you know, it might improve over time. You know, it might improve over time. But this is what blew me out. The fucking scale of this. Check this out. This is a tiny little ship, right? This is a Cobra Mark. I think that's a Mark 4. The way it looks, yeah. This is a Cobra Mark 4. And I don't know. This is the part that sort of blew me out. I was like, whoa, the scale. This is the part that I went, wow, okay. The ship is big. You know, it is big compared to me. But whenever I would fly a Cobra in Elite Dangerous, I always thought it was just this little tiny ship. You know, like a bit bigger than a Sidewinder in my brain, and that's how I always thought I was flying around a little pea shooter paper airplane. In a way, like, you know what I mean, compared to other ships. But when you look at it from this perspective, it's like, holy shit, this thing is massive. The only thing that I'm really disappointed with is the fact that you can't get in the ships by going in a door and everything, guys. And it's not like Star Citizen. You know, Star Citizen, you get in your ship and it's all like, you know, you can't do it. Elite Dangerous, they teleport you, pardon me, into the actual ship. So, you know, this is the way it's going to have to be, I guess, guys. But, you know, it is what it is. As, like I said before, as first impressions go, guys, I don't know. I thought the tutorial was okay. I was actually, yeah, I was quite blown away with the scale of everything. And I'm going to shut up now and just have a listen to this, guys. Check this out.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one, engage.
Oh my god, holy shit. Wow, it looks so good, right, guys? Wow. Loving the new effects. Fucking sick. I love it. Whoa, like that does happen in that. These orbital lines, they need to go. Part of the tutorial, those orbital lines are on there as just, you know, standard, I guess. But yeah, I don't fly with that shit, guys. That shit needs to go. Same with the moving your head. With head tracking, right, you move your head to the left in Elite Dangerous or the right. And if you're near the panel, it'll automatically bring up the panel. That's another thing I'm going to turn off, because I would much rather do that manually. It's just a personal thing, guys, you know what I mean? I'd rather do that manually, and because otherwise it ruins my immersion if this screen keeps coming up when I don't want it to in my field of view. Like, you'll probably see it here. Yeah, there you go, there. Like that. I don't like that, guys. And another thing, my pet hate with Elite Dangerous when I play is these fucking orbital lines. I hate orbital lines. I know some people like them, some people don't like them. You know, in a way, it's just a holographic projection sort of thing on your screen, on your cockpit, showing you like where the gravity is on planets and all that sort of stuff. I just have that off, guys. I don't fly with that. Other people do like it, you know, and some people don't. I'm one of those people that don't, so that shit's going to get turned off for sure. But yeah, we're heading over to Chamberlain Rest, I think it's called, or whatever. Part of the tutorial, we land on a planet and drop down and land at a settlement. Well, not a settlement, a city, like a city, you know, on this planet. And yeah, guys, Elite Dangerous has a very important place in my heart as a gamer. Like, I love space games, and there's not much out there, guys. You must admit, in the genre, that there's not much out there that you could consider an amazing experience. You know, Elite Dangerous, I think, the amount of fun I have in it, and you know, it's probably is the best title out there, even to this day. That is the best space game that you can possibly play. And it's on a massive scale with a massive one-to-one representation of the Milky Way galaxy. But every time you pass a planet in this game, every time you come close to one, you're slowing down, you know, you're concentrating on your throttle and all that. The sound design in this game is really, really spectacularly good. It truly is amazing, especially in combat. It truly is sick. The boost sounds are amazing, but the scale of the planets and the feeling of, I don't know, guys, like, you know what I mean? When you use head tracking, I've noticed straight away even in this tutorial part, using head tracking, I felt like I was in VR. Like, I felt like I was in VR, but it just looked better than what VR looks like, you know what I mean? It's just truly is, you never get this sort of feeling. It takes a long time to get to places in this game too. It's, you know what I mean? But this is what you're looking at now, guys, and landing somewhere and all that. This is what I mainly do in this game. I trade, I'm trying to build up my wealth, I might go mining and all that. I don't interact with too many people, I don't fuck with them. I don't really mess with people, guys, and all that sort of stuff multiplayer-wise. I'm a very secluded solo gamer. I play this game of Elite Dangerous. I play it the way that I like to play it, and I get hours. So I get more hours fun out of this game, I think, than I have out of any game in my entire life. And I'm just so happy I could continuously play it, guys, because I was devastated, guys, you know what I mean, when I heard the Xbox news and the console news, because even on PlayStation, you know, just completely abandoning even trying to bring it out on those consoles. I don't know why they would do that, guys, because the Series X, you know, to me, could quite easily run Odyssey. If they pooled all their resources enough and made it happen, I reckon it could still happen, you know, but for whatever reasons, and, you know, they have to concentrate on what they have to concentrate on, so, you know, it is what it is, but at least some of us do get this chance. So, guys, I'm sort of blessed. I'm feeling pretty blessed right now that I can actually continue my save, you know, because my save is my Xbox save, and there's no way I would start this game again. No. You know what I mean? And the fact of how easy it was to just copy my save over, I'm really happy with that. And yeah, have a look at this shit, guys. Like, coming down on this planet, you know, it's not like on No Man's Sky where you come down to a planet, everything's really fast, and then you just and then land, and it's all arcadey. Elite Dangerous is like real full blown, you know, and it's like controlling your ship properly. And there's a lot of controls, and there's a massive learning curve to do it right, really. And that's what I'm sort of struggling with now, because after this tutorial, I go on a bit of I had a little bit of a fly around a station, and just configured my controls. Took me like an hour, guys, to get the basic controls down. From you know, flying on Xbox controller with all my 2 joysticks and all that, and all the different buttons and all that. From using that to a HOTAS, Warthog HOTAS with a fucking, you know, joystick, throttle, keyboard, all this sort of stuff. I'm like, whoa, like fully overwhelmed, guys. Fully overwhelmed with how to even control my ship. So I'm sort of like fully noobing it, sort of thing. But slowly over time, it might take me a week. But once I become okay with it, I started to get the hang of it, because I went on I grabbed my trading ship, which is a Imperial cutter. I grabbed my trading ship, guys, and I went on a bit of a flight, and I went on one trading run, just back and forth, like I went somewhere and then went back, and then made a few million credits or whatever I made, and even just after doing that, I felt comfortable, you know. I felt extremely comfortable straight away. I was looking around with my head tracking, I felt like I was the shit, like I was like ready. I was ready to like take on someone trying to take me on or something. I was like ready to someone to pirate me, and I was going to flick the you know, what do you call it, the flight assist off, flick around. I was going to do some shit and like defend myself, you know what I mean? I was ready for it. Anyway, guys, check this out. This is the trailer for Salvation. If you haven't seen this, guys, and you want to experience this for yourself, do not watch this. A little bit of a cinematic happening. I'll be back in a sec.
To all humankind, this is salvation. Future generations will remember our triumph today. The Thargoid threat, consigned to the past.
With my guidance, Azimuth has constructed
The means to destroy our enemy. My final gift, born from a century of sacrifice. the Proteus wave. Our victory is delivered in this moment. Humanity's next great chapter begins now.
Proteus wave is online, Commodore Halloran. Surface site readings are stable.
Initiate countdown sequence.
20, 19, 18.
Multiple Thargoid interceptors approaching. Just a few more seconds.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The Proteus wave has been successfully deployed.
Analyzing Thargoid vessels. No life signs. And the rest of the Thargoid fleet? Similar reports from across the system. They're shutting down. We finally did it.
Wait. I'm picking up an energy surge near... No, from the Proteus wave site. Thargoid markers, but amplified past anything I
Shut
see.
the weapon down! Now!
I want to establish...
Warning. Thrusters offline.
What just happened? Report!
The Thargoids! They're alive!
Controls are not responsive! All systems offline! Engineering! We need power! Now! All crew! Brace for impact!
Holy shit, those Thargoids just like fully like fucked up Salvation hardcore. Shivering down just then. Yeah. So anyway, there's that, guys. Got a bit of storyline stuff happening, which I'm quite excited for. Hopefully Frontier don't fuck it up. Anyway, after all this sort of stuff, I sort of left my ship and decided to have a look at what the stations look like, sort of thing. And this is what I was greeted with, guys. Seriously. It's totally ruined my immersion straight up. Not just the flickering and all that. The fact that these guys are sitting backwards without any chair rest. Looks so fucking stupid. It's so bad. Both of these characters are doing the exact same thing. They are sitting back with no backrest. Like, that is just retarded. Is there meant to be a backrest there? Is it just not rendered in? Or is that how the couch is meant to look? I was kind of wondering... Maybe that's the design of the couch and that end parts are just like a stool that people sit on. But why are the characters leaning back like that? It was really sort of put me off, guys, straight up. I was like, oh, fuck's sake, no. What the hell? Like, you know, I'll call it what I see it, you know. I went around, had a look around, guys, and tried a few things. Like, you know, just basic things like sit down. I would love ears, sort of fully passed out sort of thing. All in all, though, guys, the atmosphere-wise, it doesn't look that bad. But yeah, there is something wrong with how this game smooths out jagged edges, guys. I'm not too sure about technical stuff. But yeah, anti-analyzing or whatever it's called or whatever's happening, guys, this game is bad. The shininess that's happening everywhere and the jagged edges. Oh my god, it's almost unbearable to me, especially in, pardon me, the station here. Like, it's extremely bad, right? And some of the characters too, like, look at this fuckwit. Oh, her head almost fell off. Like, when she turned her head, looked really weird. Really, really weird, very stupid animation there. The walking up the stairs, you know, yeah, I can pass for that, whatever. But the head thing, yeah, I didn't like the head thing. And, yeah, very lifeless sort of kind of stuff happening. I thought it would be better than this, guys. I seriously did. But guys, you know what I mean? Elite Dangerous to me is not about this. It's more about the flying and going around trading, and you're always in your ship, you know. And the fact that this new dimension is in it as well, You know, I welcome it. I do. It's not that bad, but it also is that bad too. Like, there's that weird-looking chick again. She's like walking around like a robot, whatever. And you know, I don't know. Something doesn't feel right here, guys. You know what I mean? It's very not that good. And then, hang on a second. That is the exact same character.
How would you like to earn some
I'm pretty
credits?
sure.
You might have
Pretty
to
sure
bend
that was the
law.
same character. Or maybe it wasn't, guys. I'm not too sure. As I like run around here and stuff like that, guys, I'm looking at characters. Like, I looked at that guy, and then I looked at him, and then I realized that he was actually different. But those two girls were the same character, right? I'm pretty sure. This guy definitely is not. But I had to do that. I had to run up and down because I was like, if they seriously got the same characters, models in the same thing, and I think they do on multiple levels, guys. Real lazy, real stupidity crap, in my opinion, with that. Very let down by that, guys. Seriously, I truly was let down by that. I'm let down too because you can't get a drink at the bar. Well, I couldn't figure out how to do it. I would like to get a drink at the bar. But anyway, guys, as I was like fully critiquing everything and looking at everything and seeing everything wrong with everything, I seen a real player. And yeah, I was blown away by this. I'm like, a real player? This is the first commander, a real commander, I've seen on Elite Dangerous ever, guys. Like, in person like that. But even while I played on Xbox, guys, I never saw a real commander. I think I saw 2 real commanders in their ships, like flying past. I interacted with 2 commanders in my entire life I've ever played this game. That was what the Xbox was like, guys. On the very first time I am in a station for the first time, as I'm walking around for the first time, I see an actual commander, guys. I was like, oh shit, this is gonna be amazing. The game's gonna be sick because the player base is gonna actually be populated, guys. You know what I mean? So this is gonna be good. I fucking hate these lines. These lines are bad. You know what I mean, guys? So yeah. I don't know. I've got mixed feelings about all this, guys. You know what I mean? It looks okay in parts, and it is. It's okay. But there's other parts that it's like, shit, this is bad. You know what I mean? This is really, really bad. But anyway, let's go down, take the lift, and we're going to go down and check out I think my Imperial Cutter. Yep, my Imperial Cutter's there. And yeah, you're about to witness the scale that you know, a player sees a ship from a first-person perspective, guys. Like, look at the shining, guys. It's so bad. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know why that is that way. I don't know why that is that way, but anyway, we got Jameson Memorial here. That is a really cool-looking panel. I must admit, that panel looks sick. And but yeah, like looking out here, doors like that. I was just like, holy shit, that is my baby just there. That's my trading ship, guys. That's not actually my. I've got a mining cutter and a trading cutter. This is my trading cutter, and Jesus Christ, look at the size of it. It's huge. It's so massively gigantic that it blew my mind. I was like, oh my god. Wow. I'm blown away by the size of it. Like, it's, from my perspective, from this new perspective, this is something different. This is what I was saying earlier, guys, a new dimension. This is a new dimension bring into the game, and I welcome it, guys. I do, as long as they make it better. You know, and Frontier, you know, you can't trust Frontier to do anything right, really. you really can't, guys. But I'm going to probably end that video there, I think. Anyway, yeah, first impressions, guys. What did I make of it? After going, you know, taking off and going for my first flight, just to test controls and get them going, I was instantly greeted with, you're actually about to see it here on the screen right now, I was greeted, right, with real players instantly. Look at my my thing there, those hollow squares, those 2 hollow squares, they are real ships out there. I was blown away instantly by that as well. I was like, wow, I'm not used to seeing real people. And I was actually a little bit scared here. I was like, shit, I'll go out here, and if I go too far and then they can actually deploy weapons, what are they going to do to my cutter, sort of thing? And I can't control it properly, you know what I mean? So I was a little bit concerned with that. But yeah, I went on a little bit of a trading run, guys, and all that sort of shit. And after doing that, I must admit, Elite Dangerous still feels like Elite Dangerous. It feels better than before, in my opinion. I've never explored yet, guys, though, so I'm not too sure about the planetary tech and how bad it's going to look. A lot of people have said some really bad things about that. We will wait and see, but from what I usually do and what I'm probably going to continuously do for a while longer while I build up my credits and all that, you know what I mean? I'll probably be doing a lot of mining, I'll probably be doing a lot of trading, and that will probably be pretty much it while I work up ranks within certain groups, you know what I mean? What are they called? The superpowers? What are they called? The galactic powers or whatever? So that I can then unlock those special weapons or whatever, you know what I mean? And that's what I'm probably going to still be doing, guys, I think, for the next few months. And then who knows, you know, maybe I'll head out into the black. I might go to New Colonia. I'm not really too sure, guys. I've got an exploration ship ready to go. And I'm really excited, you know, and I actually am quite impressed, guys, like with this game, like what I'm seeing. Like, it's definitely is amplified. Look at the reflection of the dash there, and look at these awesome new effects as you, you know, travel through Super Cruise and into hyperspace, whatever. And then, yeah, everything feels better than it was before. But like I said, guys, you know what I mean? A lot of people have been saying bad things about planetary tech. All kinds of things, you know what I mean? And I must admit, the on-foot aspect of it, walking through stations, I don't know, guys, I'm not really feeling it from the first impressions, you know, sort of feeling. I'm not feeling it. Feeling it's a bit fucking half-assed, a bit shit. But this is still really dangerous, and I'm really happy that I can carry on with my save. So thank you, Frontier, for that. And yeah, guys, I'm going to end the video there. Take it easy. Thanks for watching, guys. And yeah, I hope everyone else out there gets a chance to do this. I hope you guys have a great time playing, seriously, because this is one of my all-time favourite games, and I can't see myself getting sick of it anytime soon, even with all the bullshit, you know what I mean? I just love it. Take it easy. Catch you later.